In this bowl, I have 1 cup of softened butter, and I'm just going to use my hand mixer, and we're just going to fluff it up for about a minute or so. Now that we got our butter mixed up, I'm going to add 6 ounces of softened cream cheese. And we're going to incorporate the butter and the cream cheese together. Make sure that you incorporate the butter and the cream cheese thoroughly. Mix the sides of the bowl every once in a while. This shouldn't take too long. To this cream cheese and butter mixture, we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. A little bit at a time. This is going to be the dough for our mini pecan tarts. Now I would not use the hand mixer to mix in the flour because it will make the dough too sticky. We will have to put this in the refrigerator for at least a half an hour so it becomes a little bit more stiff so we can roll this into balls. These pecan tarts are such a great little parting gift. If you're having a party for Thanksgiving, everybody can take a little dessert home with them. They're delicious. You can also freeze these for about a month. Just make sure that you wrap them up real well in a freezer bag. Now, if you want to prep this dough the day before your party, you can do that. You can make the dough first, leave it in the refrigerator, but you're going to have to get it out maybe 30 to 45 minutes before you're going to bake these because the dough will be quite stiff. So we have it all mixed up, and I want to show you that it's still pretty sticky. You can roll it into a ball, but it needs to rest for at least 20 to 30 minutes in the refrigerator covered with plastic wrap. I sprayed my mini muffin tin, and I also made these little 2 teaspoon inch dough balls. And I'm going to put 1 in each hole. Now this dough is a lot easier in your hands since you've let it be in the refrigerator. This one might be a little bit too much. And what we're going to do is press this in and make a well for filling that we're going to make as soon as I get all these made. Just like that. And I'm going to do all 24, and then I'll be back to show you how to make the filling. I got our tray full, and I want to show you that I have some dough left over. Of course, I only have 1 tray, so I have to make 1 tray at a time. But if you have 2 of these, then you can go ahead and make all of them. You should have enough for 24 more, depending if you put 1.5 teaspoons or 2 teaspoons of dough in your mini cups here. So you should be able to get at least 36, if not more, out of this recipe. So to make the filling, I have 1.5 cups of firmly packed brown sugar in this bowl. I'm going to add 2 eggs. Two tablespoons of melted butter. Make sure that your melted butter is cooled off. You don't want to scramble your eggs. Let's start to mix this. Really incorporate those eggs. I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, pinch of salt, teaspoon of vanilla, and 3/4 cup of chopped pecans. Now I want you to see these pecans because I did chop them a little bit finer because our little mini tarts are very small, so you don't want giant chunks of pecans in there. Let's stir this all around. Now, if you don't like cinnamon, you don't have to add it. But I like things that have a lot of flavor. And we are going to flavor these tarts up. Now this should give you enough filling for 48 mini tarts. If you only get 36 tarts, you'll have a little bit of this filling left over. This is what it looks like. And this is what we're going to fill our tarts with. I have a half a tablespoon measure here, and I'm going to grab some filling and put it in each tart. Now, as you're filling these little tarts, go ahead and stir your filling every once in a while so the sugar doesn't go down to the bottom of the bowl. And fill them up almost to the top. Now set your oven 350 degrees, and we're going to bake these for about 25 minutes. Then we're going to leave them cool in the pan for about 5 minutes, and then you need to get like a butter knife and go around each tart and loosen it from the pan and let them continue to cool outside of the pan on a wire rack. Then we will finish them, and I'll show you that step. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue filling these tarts, and I'll show you how many I make after I get the second pan done. I'll show you how many because, like I said, I only have one of these pans. So I washed my muffin tin and I resprayed it with baking spray. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of my dough. So I got 24 more, so that'll be a total of 48 that this recipe makes. So here is our easy mini pecan tarts. I hope you love this recipe and I hope you try it. If you love easy desserts, this one's for you. They are just tiny little pastries with a wonderful filling that tastes like cinnamon and vanilla. I'm sure your guests will love these. So if you like this recipe, give this video a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.